Hello, and welcome to the D&Documentary.
Hello, I'm James Neeson. I was the DM for this game, and yeah, now I'm going to talk about it. I thought up of this this one shot would be fun to do, so I got my party, and I thought alright, I shall DM.
For the camera run, do you all consent to being filmed for this documentary?
Yep.
Yep. Good, excellent.
So I created this whole new world. I called it Kelthan.
More specifically in the east of Calum. Yeah, in the heavily forested hold of Terrace. I created this whole thing. Alright.
The story goes, pretty much this town in this land is being terrorized.
This is where you come in. You are a band of mercenaries who have been hired by the Jarl to investigate one such town, known as Scath Coil, led by the wizard Ahmad Adriador.
Well, we were told we had to investigate these strange happenings that were happening in this town, and that we were going to meet someone that was going to take us there and tell us everything that was happening.
Suddenly, each of you hear rustling in the woods, and out comes this rather small child by the age, possibly the age of 10 or 12, runs up to you.
Yeah, sorry to keep you all waiting. Hi, my name is Kuthale. How you doing?
Fine. Who are you?
We were told that somebody was coming that was a messenger possibly of the lord of who was sending us on this mission, and we were supposed to meet him. And then this 10-year-old comes out of the trees and he said, "Yep, that's me, I'm taking you on." And I didn't have much faith. My character did not have much faith in that they sent a 10-year-old to come and get us.
I am the representative from the Jarl. Right, I am here to lead the investigation into this town. Yeah.
They sent a kid. We thought we were going to have someone really important come, and when we seen this little boy come up, we were like, someone's pranking us. This can't be, he can't be serious.
Yeah, so why don't we just head right in?
How far away is it?
It's literally just right behind us.
Knuck!
But before anything could advance, that's when I summoned the monster.
You suddenly hear this loud crashing sound from within the town, and these thunderous footsteps going boom, 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 getting closer and closer and closer. It's coming from within the town, heading right outside.
For this first monster, I wanted to set the mood early. I wanted to set the mood that there's something wrong with this town. So I decided to take a minotaur, a big, giant creature, put the wings of a cloaker in it, and a giant scorpion tail to give that unusual sort of look.
I haven't been playing the game that long, but even I thought that was wrong. Yeah. I've never heard of a creature that was 3 different animals put together in the game before.
I was kind of just so yeah, we're gonna battle, we're gonna run, what are we doing? I wasn't really in a position to lead in this point. I was kind of just I'll run,
It got me thinking right away, why is this not a normal minotaur? Which I thought was really cool.
I expected big things for this creature. I expected it to do quite some damage. But it didn't pan out that way. They defeated so freaking easily. Reece's character, Knuck, he finally got the killing blow on it.
And then 6 plus 3 is 9. Plus 3 is 12 damage, and 12 damage again.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, Calum?
Yeah.
Okay, so Knuck.
Get him, Knuck! Get him!
Yeah, Knuck in his badass moves killed him down, which is really cool.
He uses his hand axe to an ice pick, climbing up.
Climbing up the pit?
Yeah, I climbed up him with his belly. I used my hand axes and climbed up his belly, and then jumped and then sliced right down.
His finisher was impressive. The fact that he climbed him, it just up and just boom. It was just so well done.
Knuck just climbs up, goes Knuck with his axe, and then reach on the top of his head. The Minotaur tries to reach for him, but as he does, you come down with the axe straight down the middle. Knuck! Yeah, it takes 1 step forward, 2 step forward, and slumps down, motionless and dead.
No. It was just so cool to imagine just all that happening.
Well,
Nice one, Knuck.
I can safely say that I expected more from that match.
And then my little rat companion comes all the way back.
Oh, he's returned,
back on my
does he?
shoulder.
Yeah, very scared though. What just happened. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I loved Knuck's little pet rat. He done nothing, but like
But, yeah,
Knuck Jr. was great.
So eventually, the party was led into the town, and that's when they came across Old Mutt. And this gear's just turning, and the door slowly opens.
Step back.
And from the inside, you can see this elderly dragonborn just punching over. A dragonborn is a dragon-like creature, except with no wings, and he's about the size of a human. Hello. How are you doing?
Brilliant. We just defeated a Minotaur scorpion thing.
Oh, yes. I killed them during the war all the time. Come on in.
Old Mort, I loved him. He was great. I mean, you go into these places and you're thinking, don't trust anyone. But he was so nice.
Depicted him to be like an old kind of guy with a bit of scale hanging off him, just kind of like, yeah, you're kind of useless, but yeah, sure, we'll talk. No matter what, no matter.
I was kind of happy that someone older was there to kind of, like, he would have more knowledge of what was happening. It was easier to trust, like, an older person. So I was, like, happy to meet someone like that.
I wanted to make him like a bit senile. Like he's probably seen some stuff that's probably messed with his brain, but he's very cheerful about it, and you don't get any like intimidating presence off him. Oh yeah, she lives in the city of Melthras, sire. Yeah, the hold of the terrace. Yes, forgive me, I'm very old.
I think he's crazy.
He was just meant to be there for quirkiness, and I think it worked. You can see as you enter, this town is pretty much a big slum. No one has really looked after this town in years. What it looks like, just grass is overgrowing, and there's weeds all over the place.
You could definitely see that this town was like under attack, and like all the people were so scared to do anything. Like everything was so run down. It looked like nobody was living there when there was actually people there. Old
Mott leads you to this very small sort of building. It's not connected like the other ones, he said, "Yes, this is Torgo's place. Yeah, he's a interesting chap. Yeah, you should get to know him. He has all sorts of stuff. He has potions. He has weapons."
I kind of just thought, we're going to come across something bad at some point. So then when we kind of realized Mort was fine, not to worry about him, I was like, it's going to be Torgo. It's going to be Torgo.
This man comes stumbling out with this black stick to help support him. You can see the way he's walking is like he's almost falling over, but he's not entirely. And he's wearing very gray, dirty clothes and like a farmer's hat. You can see his brown curly hair and his beard, just the scraggly beard, just there. He comes out with wide, crazy-looking eyes. Hello, who are you?
Torgo, yeah. He was a funny guy. Like, when we met him, it was like, don't know whether to trust you or not. So, I was one of the people that would just, follow the gang. I wasn't, the leader, so... But in the back of my head, I was, kind of... skeptical of him.
So I was when I came across him, I was expecting this big, massive, bulky guy to be just in the deep voice, "Do not enter," and I was just kind of I don't know, what? Do not enter. It was such bad impressions taken. I think just first impressions were just the worst.
Torgo, he was a character who was who I adapted from a terrible frickin' 1960s horror film called Manos, the Hands of Fate.
I am Torgo. I take care of the place while the master is away.
For Torgo, I just took how he spoke in that movie and how he moved and how he looked and just put him in my story.
I'll get the luggage.
it would have been it would have been fun to see their reactions, and it was hilarious to me. And he goes towards Knuck and he starts trying petting Knuck.
No.
I wouldn't pet him, Torgo. It's okay. He's just touching me. Torgo, no, I wouldn't do that.
I didn't like him. Trying to like pet me as if I was some sort of pet. Oh, why would you pet Knuck? Like you just leave Knuck to be Knuck.
Come this way, and as he's walking, he stumbles left and right. He's almost falling, but he's just not. And like he knows that his legs are also very weird looking. Honestly, still like they're not proportionally correct. As he walks behind the counter.
Do you have a limp?
No. And then he goes around and then he shows you his legs are in fact like goat legs.
Oh dear God. I have an absolute dreaded fear of metamorphosis, and I didn't know this. Like you didn't know this at the time. I can't watch anything where like, do you know when Professor McGonagall turns into a cat in Harry Potter? I can't watch that. Can't watch anything where they turn into an animal or an object. It just makes me feel physically sick. So when you were describing Hargo, I started to feel ill, and I was like, oh my God, no, because I just could see it. And the clapping, and I was like, oh God, it was just so all there.
So, you got turned into half a goat?
Yes, I have. That was the master's bidding.
Why? Who is your master?
Who's the master?
The lord of the town, a man Triador.
Madriador.
Eventually, the party managed to convince Torgo to give him everything he had. He comes in with just a big box of a big freaking crate of everything he has, and just dumps it right in front of you. Like, Pierre, for your heart's content.
We only wanted a few things, and then we ended up with everything.
Well, Torgo, thank you for everything you've done for us today, and we will surely tell Madriador of your great work towards this research.
Cathale just he's like out the door, says, come on, let's get out of here, please.
Goodbye. Should we have given Knuck those?
So then, old Mott, took them to Madriador's house. The evil guy who's the supposed evil guy is causing all these serious crimes and against nature and stuff. I wanted to put in this little bit of worry into the party. Okay, one of us has to sneak in because there could be a chimera in there, and there'll be more tension if only one of the party members go in. I do suggest probably going in, one of you sneak in. Who's the sneakiest? You go in because knowing Ahmad, he would have his pet chimera, prowling around inside looking for intruders.
We were afraid, we were trying to think which would be best way to handle the situation, and it was so difficult to think who should go first and all which would be best.
I would have thought one of us would have been best to go in. Obviously, because my stealth wouldn't have been as good, and I usually get really bad luck when I roll stealth. So I was just thinking I'll stay outside because I was a barbarian. So I just thought, you know what, I'll just stay in guard in case anything hits the metaphorical fan.
I have acceptable sneak levels, so I think that was, and because my strength of magic is quite strong, I think that's why sent me first, because if I came across something that needed to be killed, I could possibly do it on my own. And then we try to figure out backups. So if something happened, shout out something. I'll caw when I come out.
We'll keep a lookout in case someone's back.
I'm just going in. I'll go in, try and sneak, see if I can find what I need to find.
So she went in, and it was just a hallway of doors. And that's when the chimera noticed her. Well, at least could smell her. And then you hear a voice. I smell something. And then I said, there's a door just down the hallway. Hide there, and you'll be safe. She did that eventually. All right. You notice that you are in fact in what appears to be a master bedroom of some sort. So it's pretty clear actually. It's pretty empty. There's just a bed, a desk with a chair, a single candle, and a notebook. That's when Rachel's character discovered Madriador's journal. You can't make out everything. It's very smudgy, some of the writing, but you can't. But here's what you can make out. Entry 1. Success. Experiment 266 did not melt into a puddle like the others, and seems to be in healthy condition.
Because we obviously walked in and we were told so much about him to begin with from the townsfolk that we thought, you know, this is one sick person. How could he do this to his own people?
And there's only one last entry, like at the final page, and it's, you notice it's in a different handwriting. Like, almost as if the person has, you know, trouble writing this down. Entry 8. He thought he could control me. How pitiful. He was brilliant in mind, but not wise enough to know I was pulling the strings, goading him on, all in an attempt to use his greed for knowledge as a means to blind him from my escape.
And then when reading the diary, it did kind of give us another perspective, but my character being who she was just like, we still need to end it. He is still a part of it and he's connected.
In a way, both of our plans have succeeded. He transmuted us into one single entity without fail, and I am free to do as I wish. And the last page was supposed to show that, oh, he's not a Madreador anymore. He is someone else. He is some other, you know, aberration. You feel your body being lifted, whoop, and out the window.
I was glad I was back outside though with everyone. I was like, at least I'm not in my own in there. Like, I'm back outside and I'm gonna be okay.
You see this creature floating down from above. Yeah, well, from not above, from the room. And that's when the party finally met the big bad.
My name is Amvar now.
And he pulls back his hood.
That's original. That's a nice little amalgamation of the names.
He pulls back his hood. It was a combination of a Madreador's name and this other creature who was called Malfar. Pulls back his hood. You can see the human fair skin and brown hair, but in place of a mouth, it's just a bunch of tentacles. And that's when they discover, he was in fact half human, half mind flayer, or illithid. I chose this design because I love the design of the mind flayers. They're very Cthulhu looking. They have the tentacles and the mouths. They have psychic abilities. I wanted to integrate that into my story somehow, but I wanted to give my own twist on it. So I thought that'd be a creepy idea to fuse a human and a mind flayer, just to spice things up. Think of all the potential this creature could have. I remember Cthale. The kid, used his shield to protect Rachel's character. He uses shield.
Okay. On himself?
No. He uses it on you. So, yeah, so you're protected. She seemed very grateful for that, which is a good thing.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aww. I'll buy you an ice cream, Cthale. That's what happens when someone saves your life. You have to be nice to them then, and it's like, oh damn, I owe them something now. And
these four meteors just come falling down. Thanks to Cthale's shield, you're just protected. Yep, safe. Sharron, she managed to duck out of the way. You just somehow do an acrobatic a dive into one of these buildings and just avoid the damage. Yeah. Remember Calum's character? He almost got killed. And you are going flown around left, right, and center. And then there's Reece. He said I'm impervious to this. I'll just stand here. You're just standing in the middle no. Then I remembered Reece had a pet rat with him. Your rat was
Knuck's coming. My rat? No. Oh my god, you have no idea how angry you made me.
He did not like that at all.
He's killed Knuck Jr! Yes, my rat companion died. That wasn't a good experience. Because Knuck was already raged at that point. He was already in rage mode. Mm-hmm. So for his little pet to die, it was... Yeah, he was getting ready to kill everything. He was getting ready to kill the party. No, I'm genuinely angry, as a human, as a person.
Next. I'm sad. The Mind Flayer hybrid was looking pretty rough. So I knew he was going to die pretty soon. And then, of course, it was Rachel who got the final blow.
I'm going to cast on Akbar, what the fuck his name is, Erupting Earth, level 3.
Kill the bitch.
I know, I shattered the earth and it created a hole within the ground. It was real depth to that hole as well. I'm pretty sure it was really, really deep. And it collapsed him. And that's how I did it.
Yeah, since he's that badly beaten, he is on the ground, he is hurting. And then this happens, he's like... Fire! and dies. And then there was just the chimera that was left. He goes into attack, and then suddenly, like lightning bolt, dead. And then you see from the distance, well, not from the distance, but from all the houses, like a bunch of these mages, like wearing green robes, just appear out of nowhere.
Well, I was just happy that someone was here to help us out.
Yeah.
So it was good to have like more people come.
When the mages appeared, it was almost like some sort of order had like just came down and was just like, something's happened and we gotta be here.
You see this woman wearing green and blue sort of like robes, and like white plaited hair going down like her right shoulder comes up, and she's holding like a staff. And that's when the party finally met Ethán Solus, the Jarl herself. Well, I must thank you as well for dealing with this problem quite effectively. And if anyone had suffered any injuries or
Knuck! Let's run with the rat.
you have my
died.
sympathies.
Your rat died?
The rat died! That's why Knuck was punching the ground!
Oh, that's right, his little rat that didn't do anything helpful, or I don't know, like it just sat there, like, but I mean it was his rat, like. Oh no!
Ethán goes up to you. Let me see it. Puts her hand over it, and then like a glow of like yellow light comes out from her hand, and you just hear,
Sweet.
Ah! She resurrected my rat, which was the best thing ever. And then like I just like give him like a little gnomish hug.
Yeah.
Like no.
I had a blast, managing this game as a dungeon master. My first time doing it too, which was quite an experience.
I really enjoyed it. I really liked the aspect of like mixed people with like animal things. I think it was very creative, and like I liked how we succeeded in the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
I thought it played out mainly in our favour. Besides Knuck's little pet rat, Knuck, was killed, and the fact that they came back and then they healed him, it was almost just like the complete happy ending.
Yeah.
It was just the complete happy ending.
Yeah.
But overall, I think the quest went really well in our favour.
Like the characters were really well thought out, so it kind of kept us going, in between all the action stuff with all the characters well thought out and their stories and everything and the plot. So I think it went really well. Like, I think we all walked out of it really happy with it.
You kept the pace constantly going in the game, which is good, because whenever you're DMing a game, it's very difficult to, because you have this story in your head, and then the decisions that the other players make can completely ruin that story, and you have to quickly improvise. And I thought you did a really good job acting as if like there was bits when improvisation was required, but you done it so fluidly that we didn't even notice.
I think the DM was really good. Like his voices were really good. It brought like life to the characters, and like his improvisation was really good for when things didn't really go in like the favor. So like I thought he did really well.
The only thing I would say maybe to improve would be, because it was such a short campaign and there was so much in it. It was so great, and it was like the DM's first time DMing would be to just go over your points, have your points, because sometimes have everything really well laid out, because sometimes he forget where, but that comes with time.
I felt like this did help me learn more of what a DM should do and how she should be when playing these games, when taking on the role. So yeah, I hope they enjoyed themselves, because I know I certainly did, and I hope I'll see them in the next one. Alrighty.